throw it on. You should be able to hear me. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. You want this thing close to your lips? There you go. So I can hear you. And then there's a button at the top of your cord there. That's going to make it just a little bit quieter for you if you just hit that button. That one right at the top. That's your volume. Right there. That make a difference?
That's weird.
I've always thought that is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And, you know, on a 3-hour flight like me and Nick went on the other day, it makes it a lot quieter.
Yeah.
All right, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell everybody at the airport where we're going. We're all talking to each other. There's no tower controller here, so make sure you wave to your dad.
Kilo Romeo departing runway 15 to the southwest. Lincoln.
And you can see the wind is blowing that way. You always want to take off against the wind in a small plane, or in any plane.
Lincoln traffic, RV 93 Delta Charlie is taxiing 15 for transient via Alpha Lincoln.
Basically, I'm just telling everybody here what's going on. Nothing too crazy. But that's, when there's no control tower, that's how we all talk to each other.
105, turning left crosswind.
You can tell this guy, he says he's turning left crosswind, that's that guy right there that just talked. So we all kind of talk to each other and figure out, okay, you can land next, okay, you can land next. What's up? They can't hear you unless you hit this little trigger button right here to talk. And we're taxiing. So all the speeds you see, that GS is ground speed, 28, it's in knots. So you always, knots are 1.15 miles per hour equals 1 knot.
Lincoln traffic, Skyhawk 0.
So it's a little bit faster. So if we're doing like 175 knots, we're doing 200 miles an hour, you know, roughly.
Oh,
a little bit over. And this plane cruises pretty close to 200 miles an hour.
Really?
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
When I drove all the way here from Napa on 3 gallons of gas, which is awesome. It's actually like better than my truck.
Yeah. I got my license and I found out my car that I'm driving is like $80 a full tank.
Oh, it's real life.
Yeah.
Well, you got a job now.
Yeah, I mean, but then I also have to pay for insurance.
Insurance sucks, huh?
Turning left base.
I paid $200 a month for insurance when I got my license.
That's what I'm paying.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Man, you used to get a break if you were a girl.
Nope.
Well, congrats on getting your license.
Thank you.
So you get your license 1 week and you're going to fly a plane the next?
I know.
That's pretty cool.
Final call upwind. Lincoln traffic.
Good.
So here's the real question. Do you want to do the, it's my first time in an airplane takeoff, or the fun takeoff?
Fun takeoff.
All right, atta girl.
Left final, full stop 15, Lincoln.
What's the difference?
See this guy coming in? Well, I'll show you. A fun takeoff, you just kind of take off. Or the normal takeoff, you just kind of take off and climb out. What we're going to do is we're going to build some speed, and then we're going to climb out aggressively. Not quite like that Challenger. All right, now I'm going to do some tests to make sure the plane is ready to fly. So I'm going to test the flight controls, which are good. The elevator is trimmed for takeoff. Elevator button's right here, and you can see, like, it says down and up, and basically it's kind of how the plane is trimmed, how it flies in the air. And you want the triangle on the dash, that means you're good for takeoff. All right, we're gonna do an engine test. Make sure, so this plane has 2 ignition systems. Ignition is what sparks the gas, makes it blow up. There's somebody coming in.
Oh, wow.
And we're gonna test both ignition systems and make sure they're both working. You see the diamond on here? That's the airplane. So when you see diamonds on the map, that means that's, you know, you can see the airplane. All right, first ignition system is good to go. Second ignition system is good to go. Alternator, we can shut it off. All right.
Lincoln traffic, Skyhawk 0 Juliet's entering a left downwind, runway 15, Lincoln.
All right, strobes and landings are on. I like to have bright lights everywhere. Let's, oh heck yeah, from miles away. Autopilot is off. This is the autopilot. It'll fly the plane if we wanted to. Canopy is secure. Parking brake release. Never had it on. All right, so we're just gonna wait for this guy to come in. He's making his way around. And we'll pull up to the line that way. We're out of this guy's way. A lot of flying is just knowing where the hell everybody is, what everybody's doing. Like, they call it situational awareness.
Lincoln traffic to 08 Juliet, final 15 Lincoln.
Here he comes. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down the runway, we're going to lift off in the air, we're going to stay right above the runway, we're just going to build up some speed, and we'll climb on out of here. Like I said, if you get hot, your air vent's right there, and you can aim it at you, you can aim it at the side. See if he makes a good landing. Yeah, it's a pretty good landing.
Lincoln traffic, RV 93 Delta Charlie's going to line up and wait on 15 Lincoln.
What's up?
What's a bad landing?
A bad landing, you bounce it, you can do all kinds of stuff. They say that any landing you can walk away from is a good one, and any one that you can use the plane again is a great one. That's the motto anyway. Alright, we're on runway 15. We're waiting for him to get out of the way. We'll wait till he calls clear. Doesn't look like he's going to call it, but we're going to go anyway. Clear.
Lincoln traffic, RV 93 Delta Charlie on the roll, 15, and it'll be straight on departure, Lincoln.
Okay, front wheel's off the ground, and we're just going to let the plane fly itself off the runway, which is right there. We're flying. All right, now we're going to build some speed up. You opted for the fun takeoff, so here we go. We're doing about 120 miles an hour, right, meow? There's mom and dad watching you.
Lincoln traffic, Sky Gate 41905 will be departing.
All right, you ready?
15, close.
All right. All right, we're going to climb up to 3,000. And we'll get on heading over here.
Lincoln traffic, RV 93 Delta Charlie, departing the area to the southeast, Lincoln.
All right, we're gonna let off the gas a little bit, just cruise climb. Then once we're at 3,000, I'll let you fly.
Okay.
I've done enough flying.
Northwest traffic, going to have 1912
It's a little hazy today, you can see. There's good thing about the haze is it means it's not very windy, because all the air particles are just kind of sitting in the air. So if it's not very windy, that means we don't get rocked as much.
Lincoln traffic, Sky Gate 41905, turning left crosswind, 15, Lincoln. Downwind 15. Drift up.
All right, we'll level it off, and then you'll be able to see over the nose a little bit better. And we're flying over Roseville. Roseville and Granite Bay, Rockland are up over here.
Lincoln traffic, Sky Gate 41905, left downwind, 15, Lincoln.
Pretty cool, huh?
Finally pulled up. I can see my house.
If I knew exactly where your house was, we could find it. All right, 900 more feet of climbing, and then we'll level off. You see Folsom Lake over there? That's where we're headed.
Oh, wow.
When I was 16, my mom bought me they call it a discovery flight, and we flew out of Auburn, and over Folsom Lake, he let me take the controls, and he had me like climb and descend, and I made myself sick, threw up everywhere, and it was the funnest experience ever. Yeah, so we're climbing right now.
Wood Creek?
Is that the Wood Creek High?
I don't know. No, it's...
Well, we are right over Rockland.
Oh, it's Whitney.
That's pretty funny. I wouldn't be able to tell you what high school's what. There's the casino. See the casino over there?
Oh, the big one?
Yeah, on your right. Right behind the wing. That's the Roseville Casino.
I think that's the new high school.
What's up?
I think that's the new high school.
Oh, the one you just saw?
Well, not Whitney, but another one.
15, Lincoln.
We'll cruise back through and explore on our way back. All right, so 3,000 feet. We're gonna level off here. You can see a little better, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna pick up a little bit of speed.
Skyhawk 8415, left final 15, full stop.
Because when you're climbing, you know, it's harder for the plane to carry speed than when you're straight and level.
4 miles out.
All right, so this plane, it literally takes 2 fingers to fly it. So put your right hand on the yoke.
1.5 miles.
It's yours.
Hey, what?
I'm just chilling.
What?
So you know you're climbing just a little bit right now. So you want to keep the nose level, and you see how we're dipping this way. So correct it back to the left. Back to the left a little bit. See that little hill, that little hump right behind Folsom? Aim for that.
Sensitive.
It's super sensitive, right? And you know, a lot of planes. A lot of planes aren't like that. Like the plane I learned in, a Cessna, it's really like ham-fisted. You have to move it a lot. This thing, I mean, you can really. It doesn't take much to go a long ways. You're a good hand though. You're smooth.
Lincoln traffic, Saratoga 3117 Quebec, taxiing from the Green hangars to runway 15. Lincoln.
Too easy. All right, let's make it harder. Let's go right turn towards Highway 80 right there. In the rail yard. Pull back just a little bit. When you turn, you got to give it just a little bit of pull back. Not much. You see the rail yard? That's where your old house is.
5.
Oh God.
County traffic, Auburn 20 Golf, about 7 miles to the southwest at 2,000 feet. We're going to be transitioning the area northbound.
Good turn.
The airfield.
Okay, there's actually a plane 600 feet above us, straight ahead. So we're going to go back the other way now, back towards Folsom. We'll stay out of that guy's way. I'm all about the traffic spotting. My wife's really good at it.
Okay.
Nice, good turn.
I feel like I'm gonna go too far.
I won't let you.
Okay.
That's a good turn.
Saratoga 311.
Yeah, that's about a 35-degree bank turn, which your standard turn in a small airplane's 30. You want to do 30 degrees, so you're doing good. There's Folsom Lake, and we've dropped about 300 feet, so let's climb back up. You don't have to pull back, just let the plane kind of do what it's going to do. And here, I'll give you this gauge right here so you can see it. So keep that right about there until that hits 3,000. You see the little pink marker? That's where you want to be. You like to lean to the right. Look, you see the planes turning right? That's natural. If you were controlling it with your left hand, you'd do the same thing to the left. It's pretty funny. Alright, there you go. See Folsom Lake in front of you? Looks pretty low.
Southwest. Going to be joining the left traffic for 15 Lincoln.
So once we get over the lake, you're going to turn left, and we're going to go up Rattlesnake Bar a little bit here. And we're cruising. We got about 50% of our horsepower right now. We're not gassing it a whole lot. And we're doing about 160 miles an hour. Now, when's the last?
County RV 435 Sierra Romeo, 5 miles to the north.
My boat won't go that fast over Folsom Lake.
For 16 Folsom. Yellow County. Yellow County, Skyway 286 Kilo is 30 miles to the north. We'll be making an overhead right turn midfield for right traffic landing 16 Yellow. Lincoln traffic, Skyhawk, B4105, departing Gallery.
You're doing good. Look, I'm not even paying attention at this point.
The west to down the speed trend.
Just like, ah, she's got it.
West the airfield.
3,000 right on the money? Dude, you're ready for this. You need a job. Let's go. All right, let's turn left and follow this little finger down. And that'll head us toward Auburn. You're doing good. There's one boat, two boats on Folsom right now. You got good touch. Most people, honestly, are like over-controlling,
Really?
ham-fisted,
Oh, I'm so tense.
trying to crash my plane.
Barely touching it.
I told you, 2 fingers will get it done. All right, so I don't know, you know what the Forest Hill Bridge looks like?
Yeah.
Head towards it. You see it? It is
Oh, I see it.
right out the window there, yeah.
Lincoln traffic, Skyhawk,
Oh, my
84105, left
Yep.
crosswind 15, Lincoln.
I spent a lot of time hanging out in Forest Hill. It's a fun place. I like it. Oh, look at your climbing. Good control, nice job.
Lincoln traffic, Cub 57, Mike 1000.
All right, we're gonna head towards Auburn,
Departure
and we can actually see Auburn.
left downwind for 15.
The airport is on the right. It's up on a hill. I can see it because I've seen it before from the air. It's hard to make out from here, but head toward the Forest Hill Bridge, you'll be good.
Yellow traffic, Skyway, 10 north.
So you tense, but you're having fun? All right. I'm having fun just watching. I never get to just watch.
Really?
That's pretty cool. So, here's what we're going to do. Select, got to figure out how far we are away here.
Yellow County
Direct,
traffic, RB 43.
or 11 miles. So 10 miles, we got to make a radio call.
Join the right downwind.
Let them know we're coming.
Yellow County.
All right, so let's go to the, keep to the left of the Forest Hill Bridge. So just aim right over, you see that's all Auburn up there.
Auburn traffic, RB 93 Delta Charlie is 10 miles to the south, inbound for left traffic 25, Auburn.
Getting some bumps from the hill.
Yeah. What is that? What are they called? What is it?
Where what?
The bumps, the air bumps? from-
Turbulence?
No, just from the mountain.
Sometimes it's on the middle of open nowhere, and it's called, they have clear air turbulence, but almost always when there's,
Auburn traffic, Cherokee 5317 Whiskey, taking off runway 07, straight out departure Auburn.
if you picture water going down like a creek, wind works the same way going down the mountains.
Thanks, Kelly, you too. Got that strut fixed.
It's kind of a trip. Like even it pulls your plane down. Like if you're going over the backside of the mountain, I mean it won't like pull you. I mean
Yeah, I said it was like surfing down the mountain.
it was. With Nick the other night, that was the worst I'd ever seen it. It was crazy. All right, so we need to descend to 2,500. So start to let the plane drop a little bit here, and you're looking for 2,500. So I'll type that in for you, so you know where the little pink thing is. And let's keep to the left of the Forest Hill Bridge. There you go. Pull that off the gas a little bit so you don't pick up too much speed. All right, the airport's right over there. Nice, good descent rate. We have one guy departing. I'm assuming he's going to turn away from us. All right, you ready to hand it over?
Yeah.
All right, we'll do a low approach over and I'll let you sightsee a little bit.
Where is it, Jay?
Auburn traffic RV 93 Delta Charlie is 5 miles out. Going to enter left traffic for 25, do a low approach and depart the area to the west. Auburn.
This guy is climbing out very slowly. Let's see if you can spot him. He is, so he's like right in this direction.
Auburn traffic 32517 with, he's on the upwind 2,500. Going to depart the area to the south. Auburn. 17 Whiskey, we got you on the box, don't have you in sight yet, but we should be well away from you entering the downwind on the 45. Copy, I'll stay on the other side of 80, you guys be good? Sounds good.
So you see how that works? We're talking to each other, telling him, so he's going to stay on that side of the 80, so I know that we'll be way clear of him because we can't see him yet. Oh, there he is. See the little dot? Alright, so we're going to do what's called a low approach.
Okay.
I've never done one here, but basically, we're just going to get down like we're going to land, but we're going to fake it and just haul ass over the runway. So there's the runway right there. I don't know if you can see it. But look for the clear area, and yeah, it's the blacktop right there. So it's going to be on my left side when we enter in.
Okay.
Auburn traffic RV 93 Delta Charlie, entering on the 45, runway 25 for a low approach. Auburn.
I didn't know there were so many airports.
Oh, they're all over the place.
Yeah, I kind of just like knew the big ones.
It's rare that I run into a town that doesn't have one. Like, we fly everywhere we go now because it's affordable and it's way more fun.
Okay.
Way more scenic. See all the mountains all covered in snow up there.
Auburn traffic RV 93 Delta Charlie, left downwind, runway 25, Auburn.
Alright. We are over the golf course. My old house is over here. We used to see the planes come in to land all the time.
Auburn.
I know, I miss Auburn.
Pretty.
Auburn traffic RV 93 Delta Charlie, turning left base, runway 25 for a low approach, Auburn.
Look down the wing. The ground is right there.
It's so close. It's not.
I know. We're still 600 feet over it.
Auburn traffic RV 93 Delta Charlie, turning final, runway 25 for a low approach, Auburn.
Alright. I overshot it because I'm going too fast. That's okay, we'll fix it. We have a tailwind too, which normally you'd be landing the other way.
Auburn traffic RV 93 Delta Charlie, short final 25, low approach, and we'll depart to the west, Auburn.
Alright, here we go. We'll gas it. There's Auburn Airport. People eating their breakfast over there right now. We'll give them a show. You gonna do the fun takeoff again?
Yeah.
Alright. 120 knots. 130 knots, and we'll go up.
Good feeling.
It's pretty cool, huh? Alright, we'll climb out of here 2,500 feet, and then we'll go direct to Lincoln, which if you enter in KLHM, that's Lincoln, how you identify it. Not? Oh, Logan County, I don't even know where that is. Alright, so try putting your finger here and then using that to steady you.
A-L.
Oh, you almost had it. Where's the backspace? Right there. There, it's up there. Hit that button. Boom. Now hit direct. Now you're navigating. We're 10 miles away. And we're going to switch back to Lincoln because we're going to let them know we're coming in.
Lincoln traffic, Skyhawk 84105, left downwind, 15, Lincoln. Lincoln traffic RV 93 Delta Charlie is inbound for the northeast 10 miles. Going to be left traffic for runway
Shit, what runway we landed on?
Runway 7, Lincoln, or 15, Lincoln.
7 was Auburn. I got my runways mixed up.
Lincoln Air Traffic, Skywagon running 5.
Alright, so it's going to take us 3 minutes to get from Auburn to Lincoln.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. And we need to be at 1,100 feet when we get there. So I'll set that up. And I can see there's 2 planes in the area. So we'll be looking out for them, but it looks like they're just doing landings, so. This thing's cool. It'll give you all the information you need to land without being able to see outside of the airplane. So if I wanted to land without being, if I was stuck in a cloud, I could enter in, you know, the approach information like I just did, and it's going to tell me if I'm high, low, if I'm left, right. And when you pop out of a cloud, you're good to go.
Skyhawk 84105, turning left to base, 15.
Procedure, traffic pattern, 15. Left traffic, add it to the route. You want to do the radio call?
No.
Everybody's so tuned in. You'll fly a plane, but you won't talk on the radio.
I will mess it up.
That is hilarious. All right, we're flying low over the hills of Auburn and Lincoln, Newcastle, Loomis. Crazy, it only takes 3 minutes to get there, huh? And I actually slowed down.
Lincoln traffic RV 93 Delta Charlie, 5 miles out, gonna make left traffic 15 on the 45, Lincoln.
I can see the hotel again, or the...
Yeah. Favorite spot that you've flown over?
What's my favorite?
Yeah.
Oh man, probably Sedona. I don't know if you ever been on the cars ride at Disneyland?
Yeah.
They designed it after Sedona, so all the red rocks and all that. And the airport is on a big mesa, so it sits a mile above the town. So you literally land, it's like landing on the top of a cliff and just looking around. Like, it was really neat. We've gone to some cool places though. Just last week we went to Vegas.
Oh, wow.
We flew into Vegas International. It was crazy. Alrighty. Where's the airport? I don't know where the airport is. It's over there.
Yeah.
That'd be scary if I didn't know where it was, huh?
Find it.
It's harder with the lower you get to see things
Really?
from far away. When you're up high, it's so easy to spot the airport.
Skyhawk 84105, off at Joliet.
The other night when I brought your dad in, it was one of the windiest landings I've ever done.
It was so windy.
It was crazy. And then Napa was worse.
Oh, God.
Lucky I got the practice here before I went to Napa. Alright, so we're going to have to slow the plane down. We need to be landing at about 60 knots, not 120. So we're going to slow down, and what that means is we're going to have to pitch the nose up, because that's what slows the plane down.
Lincoln traffic RV 93 Delta Charlie is 2.5 miles on the 45 for left traffic runway 15, Lincoln.
And as soon as we get descending, you'll be able to see again.
Okay.
This plane has a tall nose. It's hard to see over it.
Okay.
The first time I flew it, I was like, that's a compass. All this shit fails, I go off my compass. Alright, let's slow down even more here.
Lincoln traffic RV 93 Delta Charlie is in the left downwind runway 15, Lincoln.
Lincoln's one of the busiest airports without a tower around. There is usually 5 or 6 people doing landings. And
Difference between having a tower and not having.
the tower, you know, they're in charge. Like, you have to radio into them. You got to get permission to land. You got to get permission to come in. They control everybody. With no tower, we control it. We're doing all the work.
Lincoln traffic, Cherokee 5317 Whiskey is about 3 miles south of the airfield, transiting the area at 2,500. Lincoln.
All right, flaps.
You got a caravan is 10 miles to the east. Be entering a left base for 15.
Okay, we're gonna let us start to descend a little bit here. There's a train under us.
Lincoln traffic RV 93 Delta Charlie, turning left base, runway 15, Lincoln.
Try to be happy on the headset. What's up? I didn't hear that.
Bubba would go crazy.
He loves trains?
Oh yeah.
I think he likes anything mechanical, dude.
He wants to be, he loves dinosaurs.
Does he?
That's dinosaurs. The paleontologist?
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, he can like name random dinosaurs.
Already?
Yeah.
Allen Park traffic, Skyhawk 08 Juliet.
So you'll see my needles get closer to the center as I come in here. Basically, that helps guide you, let you know where you're going.
Lincoln traffic RV 93 Delta Charlie, turning final 15, Lincoln.
Alright, we got the runway in sight, so that's a good start, right?
Yeah.
So you see those lights on the side?
Yeah.
Those let you know how high or low you are. So if you have 2 red and 2 white, that means you're right on the slope that you need to be. If you got 3 red, you're a little low. If you got 4 red, you're way too low.
Lincoln traffic Cherokee 17, let's see 3
Got a
miles.
little crosswind here.
Area to the south, Lincoln.
Alright, let's see if I know what I'm doing. Not quite like a big plane, huh?
I know. They need some food.
And we'll get off at the first turn here, because the cool planes do that. The good pilots anyway.
Traffic 6 long quarterback, just there in the